where the world hasn't yet projected its chaos, demands, or distractions onto your mind. In those early hours, the air is different, the energy is untouched, and your connection to yourself is at its strongest. Most people sleep through this sacred window, not realizing it's the time when the veil between the spiritual and physical is thinnest, when your aura is most receptive to alignment and clarity. In the silence of pre-dawn, you can hear the truth of your thoughts, feel the depth of your emotions, and reset your frequency without interference. It's in this space that you remember who you are before the world tells you who to be. Waking early gives you time to tune into your soul before tuning into your schedule. And that subtle shift from reaction to intention is what strengthens your aura. The energy of the morning is like clean water, still, unpolluted, and deeply healing. When you wake before the world, you reclaim your power from the very start, saying, "My time, my rules, my rhythm." You're not scrambling, you're not chasing the day, you're commanding it. And this command sends signals into your energetic field that you are in control, you are grounded, and you are awake. Not just physically, but spiritually. The longer you wait to wake up, the more crowded your frequency becomes. But when you rise early, you move in solitude, and solitude sharpens the spirit. It becomes your fortress. Your aura begins the day with sovereignty, not survival. It becomes a magnet of peace because it was cultivated in peace. You step out into the world not needing energy from others, but radiating your own. And that's the secret. Waking before the world doesn't just give you more hours. It gives you more power. A powerful aura starts with presence, and presence begins when the rest of the world is still asleep. Rise early, and you rise above. Number 2, hydrate your energy. The moment you wake up, your body and energy field are dehydrated, not just physically, but vibrationally. You've spent 6 to 8 hours without water, and during that time, your system has been detoxifying, repairing, and resetting. When you finally open your eyes, your aura is in a fragile, absorbent state, waiting for nourishment. And the very first thing it needs is water. But this is not just about quenching physical thirst. It's about reactivating the flow of energy through your body, flushing out stagnation and waking up your energetic circuits. Think of your aura like a living river of light. If it runs dry, your thoughts become sluggish, your emotions become sticky, and your presence becomes dim. But the moment you drink clean, pure water, preferably room temperature or slightly warm, you send a ripple of life through every cell in your body. You signal to your nervous system, we're alive, we're awake, we're flowing. Water carries frequency. It absorbs intention. That's why if you take a few seconds to bless or speak over your water, something as simple as "Today I choose peace," or "My energy is protected," you infuse that water with power that your body and aura will drink in. Hydration is activation. It cleanses your internal organs, supports brain clarity, and recharges the electromagnetic field that surrounds you. When your body is hydrated, your aura becomes more resilient, more expansive, and less susceptible to the draining energies around you. A dry body leads to a dry spirit, irritable, impatient, and disconnected. But when you hydrate first thing in the morning, you are giving your aura permission to breathe, to expand, to glow. Even just a single glass, mindfully consumed, can change the way you carry yourself for the rest of the day. Add a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of Himalayan salt, and you enhance its purifying and mineral replenishing properties, supercharging your system and supporting a more grounded, energetic flow. Water be the first gift you give your aura each morning, and watch how this small act of devotion ripples into powerful protection, clarity, and strength throughout your day. Number 3, speak light into the mirror. When you stand in front of the mirror each morning, you're not just facing your reflection, you're facing your truth, your past, your potential, and the energy you will carry into the world. Most people look in the mirror and subconsciously search for flaws, reinforcing insecurities and silently tearing down their own aura. But you have the power to reverse that. You can choose to speak light into that reflection, to call forward strength, beauty, and purpose with your words. Your voice carries vibration, and that vibration directly impacts your energy field. So when you declare powerful affirmations into the mirror, I am worthy, I am protected, I radiate peace and strength, you are programming your subconscious and recalibrating your aura. The mirror becomes more than glass. It becomes a portal of transformation. You're not speaking to the person you see, you're speaking to the person you're becoming, and your aura listens. Light-filled words create light-filled energy. They patch the energetic leaks caused by self-doubt, fear, and negative self-talk. They restore what the world has tried to strip away from you: dignity, belief, clarity. When you speak life into your reflection, you are reminding yourself that you are not defined by your past or your pain, but by your power. Say it with emotion. Say it until you believe it. Say it like your future depends on it, because it does. Your aura absorbs what your mouth releases. If your words are heavy, your energy will be too. But if your words are charged with love, hope, and truth, your aura expands like sunlight breaking through clouds. And here's the secret. The more consistently you speak light, the less space darkness has to stay. Your energy field becomes self-healing, self-empowering, and self-sustaining. Over time, your reflection will change. Not because your features have changed, but because your frequency has. Confidence will replace hesitation. Calm will replace anxiety. Strength will replace insecurity. Speaking light into the mirror is not vanity. It's spiritual hygiene. Just as you brush your teeth to cleanse your mouth, you speak affirmations to cleanse your energy. Every word is a brush stroke, painting a more radiant aura. Start your morning looking yourself in the eye and saying what your soul needs to hear, not what the world expects. Let your reflection become your reminder. You are powerful, you are light, and you are ready. Number 4, breathe with intention. Most people wake up and immediately dive into the chaos of the day. Emails, alarms, obligations, without realizing that their breath, the very force of life, is still shallow, erratic, and unconscious. But your breath is not just a function, it is a frequency. It is the bridge between your body and your spirit, the remote control to your nervous system, and one of the most powerful tools to strengthen your aura when used with intent. The way you breathe sets the tone for how you live, how you think, and how you respond to everything that comes your way. That's why each morning, before you speak, scroll, or move, breathe, not just to survive, but to center. Close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, and take deep, slow, conscious breaths. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Let each breath be a reset button for your energy. Let your inhale bring in peace, power, and clarity, and let your exhale release tension, fear, and negativity. With every cycle of breath, you are doing more than oxygenating your cells. You're recalibrating your aura. You are clearing energetic static, expanding your electromagnetic field, and anchoring your spirit into the present moment. Most people breathe as a reaction to stress. You must breathe as a declaration of sovereignty. Breathing with intention floods your aura with prana, life force. the same energy that animates the trees, the oceans, and the stars. It aligns your energy centers, softens your emotions, and pulls your awareness out of the mental noise and back into divine stillness. When your breath is deep, your energy is deep. When your breath is calm, your aura becomes a calm force in a chaotic world. Breathing intentionally each morning reminds your system that you are safe, present, and empowered, and that changes everything. Your voice becomes steadier, your posture becomes stronger, your presence becomes magnetic. A few minutes of conscious breathwork in the morning is not a luxury, it is a necessity for spiritual warriors. Because when your aura is fueled by intention, not reaction, you stop absorbing the chaos of the world and start radiating calm into it. So breathe. Because it does. Let every breath affirm, I am here, I am whole, I am ready. And your aura will follow. Number 5. Sunlight is soul fuel. Before artificial light, alarms and screens ruled our mornings, the sun was humanity's first and most sacred signal. It woke our bodies, nourished our souls, and set our inner clocks in rhythm with the universe. Today, most people wake up and immediately immerse themselves in dim indoor light or the harsh blue glow of their phones, depriving their aura of the very fuel it craves, natural sunlight. To energize, align, and fortify your aura. When you step outside and let the sun kiss your skin, you're not just absorbing vitamin D, you're receiving an energetic download from the source itself. Just 5 to 10 minutes of morning sunlight, without sunglasses, without filters, can reset your circadian rhythm, improve your mood, and brighten the glow of your aura from within. It clears away energetic fog, lifts heaviness from your mind, and signals to your spirit that life has begun. The sunlight whispers to your aura, wake up, rise, and expand. That golden hue holds warmth, clarity, and divine intelligence, and when you receive it with awareness, it feels like a blessing straight from the heavens. Your aura thrives in light, and the more light you expose yourself to, physically and spiritually, the more powerful and magnetic your energy becomes. Make it a ritual. Step outside, close your eyes, lift your face to the sky, and breathe deeply as the sun rises. Feel its warmth penetrate your skin and energize every layer of your being. Visualize its rays filling your aura with gold, pushing out stagnation and activating dormant energy within you. The sun doesn't just light up the world. It lights up you. It is a source of purity, power, and presence. And when you align yourself with its rhythm, your aura becomes radiant, grounded, and unshakable. So before you fill your day with artificial brightness, give yourself to the real thing. Let sunlight be your first medicine, your first prayer, and your first protection. Because when you begin your day with soul fuel, you don't just survive, you shine. Number 6, ground yourself to the earth. In a world where we spend most of our time disconnected from nature, walking on concrete, living in high rises, surrounded by signals and screens, our energy becomes untethered, restless, and scattered. But the earth, in its silent wisdom, is always waiting to bring us back into balance. Grounding yourself each morning, whether by walking barefoot on grass, touching a tree, or simply standing still with conscious presence, reconnects your body and spirit to the stabilizing energy of the planet beneath you. The earth pulses with a natural frequency known as the Schumann resonance, and when you make direct contact with it, your body begins to synchronize with that frequency. Your inflammation decreases, your cortisol levels drop, and most importantly, your aura becomes anchored, dense, and protective. Think of it like plugging your energy back into the original power source. You become charged, steady, and centered. Morning grounding discharges chaotic, static from your field, especially the mental and emotional clutter that builds up while you sleep. That's why even a few barefoot steps outside can change the way you feel instantly. Your anxiety begins to melt, your breath deepens, and your thoughts slow down. Your aura stops spinning in reaction and begins radiating calm. The earth doesn't rush, doesn't panic, doesn't compare. It simply holds. And when you ground yourself, you begin to embody those same qualities. And still, close your eyes, feel the soil or grass beneath your feet and imagine roots growing down from your soles, deep into the core of the planet. As you exhale, release all tension, fear, and heaviness into the earth. And as you inhale, absorb her strength, stability, and wisdom into your being. This sacred exchange is not imagination, it's real, and your nervous system knows it. Grounding also activates your lower chakras, your base of survival, security, and personal power. When these centers are aligned, your aura becomes a fortress. You move through the world with presence instead of panic, with peace instead of pressure. So don't underestimate the simple act of touching the earth. In a society addicted to speed and stimulation, grounding is a quiet revolution, a reclaiming of your calm, your clarity, and your connection. Each morning, before the world pulls you in 1,000 directions, let the earth hold you. Let her silence be your strength. Let her stillness become the foundation of your power. Because when your energy is rooted, your aura becomes unshakable. Number 7, take a cold shower to shock the system. Awake. Most people wake up in a haze, dragging their energy into the day with grogginess and mental fog. But your aura, your energetic shield, demands something bolder, something more awakening than comfort. It needs activation, and one of the fastest, most powerful ways to jolt your system into clarity and strength is through a cold shower. It's not just about physical sensation, it's an energetic reset. The moment cold water hits your skin, your body snaps into full presence. Your breath deepens, your heart rate accelerates, your senses sharpen, and your awareness expands. You can't be half awake or lost in thought when you're under cold water. Your body and spirit come online together instantly. That shock to the system doesn't weaken you. It strengthens your aura by triggering your survival response in a controlled, empowering way. Cold exposure trains your nervous system to handle stress, to stay calm in discomfort, and to move from reaction to resilience. And as your internal resilience grows, so does the resilience of your energy field. Cold water also increases blood flow, reduces inflammation, boosts dopamine levels, and resets your energetic baseline, making your aura cleaner, brighter, and harder to disturb. Spiritually, it's a purification ritual. Every droplet that hits your body strips away psychic residue, negative thoughts, lingering emotions, energetic clutter. It's a symbolic and literal cleansing. You walk out of that shower not just physically clean, but spiritually renewed, emotionally tougher, and energetically impenetrable. Most people seek warmth, comfort, softness first thing in the morning, But those things don't prepare you for the spiritual battles ahead. Cold water does. It humbles you. It challenges you. It sharpens your will. When you can stand tall under cold water, breathe deeply, and stay still, you are not just showering, you are declaring to your subconscious, I choose strength. And your aura listens. It aligns with your choice. It tightens, it brightens, it solidifies. Even just 60 to 90 seconds is enough to shift your state completely. Start warm if you must, but always end with cold. Finish strong. Make it a ritual, a discipline, a private morning victory that echoes into every corner of your day. Because when you shock your system awake, you awaken more than just your senses. You awaken the part of you that refuses to shrink, hide, or hesitate. Cold showers don't just build grit. They build an aura that cannot be shaken. Number 8. Silence the noise. No phone, no scroll. The moment you wake up, your mind is a blank canvas. Your energy field is still sensitive, and your aura is like freshly fallen snow, untouched, pure, and open to impression. But the second you reach for your phone, scroll through social media, check notifications, or absorb headlines, you allow the world's noise to penetrate your sacred space before you've even had a chance to own your own thoughts. Most people don't realize that the first 30 minutes of the day set the tone for their vibration, mindset, and emotional state. If the first thing your eyes see is someone else's highlight reel, drama, fear, or agenda, your aura immediately begins to absorb and mirror that chaos. Your thoughts become reactive instead of intentional. Your energy fragments. Your presence weakens. That's why one of the most powerful ways to strengthen your aura each morning is to protect it fiercely from digital intrusion. No phone, no scroll, no artificial light or algorithm controlling your mood. Instead, gift yourself silence, real silence, a space to breathe, think, feel, and simply be. Let your own energy rise before the world tries to shape it. Let your inner voice speak before outside voices flood your consciousness. This silence is not emptiness. It's alignment. It's your natural state, your home frequency. It is in this quiet that your aura gathers strength, stretches, and expands. When you delay stimulation, you increase intuition. You become more responsive and less reactive. You reclaim power that is usually leaked into pointless notifications and endless information. That first scroll, that first swipe is often the first crack in your aura. And you don't even notice it. But over time, those small cracks turn into energetic leaks that leave you feeling drained, distracted, and disconnected by noon. Instead, choose stillness. Journal. Meditate. Stretch. Hydrate. Look out the window. Listen to your breath. Feel your body. These are not wasted minutes. They are investments in your sovereignty. Because when you start your day with clarity, you move through the world with strength. You protect your peace, you preserve your energy, and you train your aura to become a shield, not a sponge. The phone can wait, the world can wait, your soul cannot. Give yourself 30 minutes of undisturbed silence each morning and watch how everything in your life begins to align, not by accident, but by energetic design. Number 9, move your energy. Physically, your body is not just flesh and bones. It's a vessel of energy, emotion, and unspoken story. Every morning, your aura holds onto the residue of yesterday, tension, fatigue, stress, and emotional clutter that, if left stagnant, begins to dim your light and weigh down your spirit. That's why movement, intentional, conscious physical movement, is not just a fitness routine. It's an energetic necessity. When you move your body, you move your energy. Whether it's stretching, yoga, walking, dancing, or a full workout, you are literally shaking off what no longer belongs in your field. Your aura, like your blood, thrives on circulation. Stagnant energy breeds dullness and disconnection, but movement breathes new life into your system. As your heart rate rises, your blood oxygenates, and your breath deepens, your chakra electromagnetic field expands. Your chakras begin to spin with more balance. Your mind clears, your emotions stabilize, and your energetic frequency rises. This is not about intensity or aesthetics. It's about activation. Even 5 minutes of mindful movement in the morning can reset your day and revitalize your spirit. When you stretch your spine, you release block energy from the base of your being to the crown of your consciousness. When you open your chest, you invite in courage. When you walk outside and feel your feet touch the ground, you re-establish your connection to the earth. Your body becomes your prayer, your movement becomes your meditation, and your sweat becomes sacred. Physical motion is how your aura learns to flow rather than freeze. It's how you stop internalizing stress and start transmuting it into strength. And it's how you teach yourself, first thing in the morning, that you are not stuck, you are not trapped, and you are not powerless. You are fluid, alive, and in command of your energy. Movement also sends signals to your subconscious mind that you are ready for the day. You're not hiding from it, you are rising into it. So move your energy before the world moves you. Choose intentional motion over inertia. Let your body speak, release, and rejoice. The moment you begin to move is the moment your aura begins to shine brighter, to become more magnetic, and to radiate the energy of someone who is not just surviving the day, but owning it from the inside out. Number 10, fuel with life-giving foods. Every bite you take in the morning either nourishes your light or dulls your energy. It either strengthens your aura or burdens it. Most people wake up and immediately reach for caffeine, sugar, processed carbs, or artificial foods that provide a quick jolt but leave the body and spirit depleted by mid-morning. But your aura is sensitive, intelligent, and deeply responsive to what you consume. What you eat doesn't just affect your body, it programs your vibration. That's why fueling your system with life-giving foods, those that are alive, grown in sunlight, rich in water, color, and natural nutrients, is essential to building a radiant, resilient aura. Think fruits, greens, seeds, nuts, whole grains, living foods that still carry the frequency of the earth and sun within them. These foods are high vibration fuel, and your aura recognizes them immediately, absorbing their energy like sunlight into a solar panel. When you eat life, you radiate life. The chlorophyll in leafy greens oxygenates your blood and clears mental fog. The antioxidants in berries protect your cells and support emotional balance. The enzymes in raw fruits assist digestion and elevate your mood. You're not just feeding your body, you're feeding your frequency. When you start your day with real, unprocessed, soul-aligned nourishment, your aura expands naturally, without force. You feel more present, more alert, more grounded, and this energy becomes magnetic to everything aligned with your higher path. On the other hand, dead foods, heavily processed, chemically altered, and stripped of nutrients, clog your energy, create inflammation, and dim the natural glow of your field. They might comfort you temporarily, but energetically they create confusion and heaviness. Your body becomes sluggish, your mind loses focus, and your spirit starts to retreat. That's why mindful eating in the morning is more than a health habit. It's an act of spiritual protection and energetic alignment. Begin your day by blessing your food. giving thanks for its origin, and eating slowly, consciously. Let each bite be a conversation between your physical and energetic selves. Feel the life entering you, circulating through your cells and expanding outward into your aura. When you fuel with life-giving foods, you become harder to drain, harder to shake, and easier to align. Your aura becomes a reflection of nourishment, not neglect. And when your energy is fed by nature, you start to walk with the calm strength of someone who doesn't just survive, but thrives from the inside out. Number 11. Burn sage, Palo Santo, or frankincense. Every morning, your aura wakes up carrying remnants from the day before. Stressful conversations, emotional heaviness, digital overwhelm, and even the energetic residue of other people's moods. You might not see it, but you can feel it. A subtle fog, a weight on your spirit, a resistance in your thoughts. That's why one of the most sacred and effective practices to purify and strengthen your energy each morning is to burn sage, Palo Santo, or frankincense. These ancient tools have been used for centuries across cultures to cleanse, bless, and elevate energy fields, not just physically, but spiritually. When you light sage, its smoke acts as a sweeping broom, moving through the space and your aura, breaking up stagnant energy and releasing what no longer serves you. Palo Santo, the holy wood, carries a gentler yet deeply uplifting vibration, infusing your energy with peace and positivity. Frankincense, often used in spiritual rituals and temples, connects you to higher realms, opening the crown chakra and grounding you in divine protection. But beyond their history and aroma, these sacred smokes carry something else: intention. When you burn them consciously, with presence and reverence, you turn your space into a sanctuary and your aura into sacred ground. As the smoke rises, it symbolizes the release of negativity, fear, anxiety, and energetic debris that may have clung to you during sleep or stress. Slowly wave the smoke around your body, from head to toe, front and back, pausing where you feel tightness or heaviness. Let the scent awaken your senses and signal to your subconscious, this is a clean start. This is a spiritual reset. It's not just a ritual. It's a declaration that you are choosing light over residue, clarity over confusion, sovereignty over static. The more consistent this practice becomes, the more your aura recognizes it as a shield, an energetic barrier that prevents low vibrations from penetrating your peace. Your space begins to feel lighter, your thoughts clearer, your emotions calmer. What once felt heavy or draining begins to dissolve in the sacred smoke, and the message you send to the universe is loud and clear. I protect my peace. I guard my light. I begin each day cleansed, clear, and ready. So each morning, before you absorb the world, take a moment to release what doesn't belong to you. Burn the sage, light the Palo Santo, let the frankincense rise, and watch your aura rise with it. Number 12, gratitude is the aura's superpower. Gratitude is not just a positive emotion. It is a frequency, a force, and one of the most powerful energetic tools you can use to strengthen and expand your aura every single morning. When you wake up and immediately shift your focus to what's going right instead of what's missing, you begin to calibrate your entire energy field to abundance